Assalamualaikum everyone and good afternoon everyone. Listen to me. Everyone can listen to me? Am I clear? Am I speaking clear? Clear? Okay. A bit low. How now? Everything okay? I have problem with my laptop, so I need to have two devices and so on. But did you hear my voice? Okay, clear? Okay, so just wait little bit of time to see how many students will join. Right? I'm planning to use we call it Zoom previously, but since Zoom version for free version cannot have more than 40 minutes, I've been told right? So never mind, we use Google Meet, because if I'm using Zoom, you can just simply sign in and then join the meeting. So I need to wait for everyone. But tomorrow let's try to use Zoom, and then let's see how it goes. Either can go for more than 40 minutes or not, right? Salam Dr. Aisyah. Nak tahu sikit berapa orang yang dalam list approval yang kita bagi dekat Huawei ni?
Berapa orang? Kita belum bagi lagi list sebab dia nak senarai yang dah lulus mock exam.
Mock exam tu jadi saya explain ni. Yang tadi kan student register kan, student register untuk approval dalam portal kan. Ada tak berapa orang kat situ?
Oh, itu kena tanya Dr. Eva, dia admin kita. Saya tak ada akses.
Ya ke?
Ya.
Okay. Sebab kalau kita masuk pun kita tak boleh tengok total student berapa yang approve, tak ada
Ya, kita tak ada akses.
Okay. Tak apa.
Nanti saya yalah saya pada Eva lah bagi update.
Tak apa.
Tapi macam mana pun ada masa lagi lah untuk register. Cuma masalahnya kalau tak register, tak ada akses pada material lah untuk study.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sama.
sure which one of you from engineering, which one from you from computer science. Okay, so basically when I'm planning to do this online training, okay, just want to just brief to all of you about the HCIA certification process. So for those who already have the what you call it, network fundamental of network fundamental. So you all are able to have the certificate, HCIA certificate, right? For your information, for this certificate, actually there is we call it, you need to pay if you want to take the exam in outside, right? But since UC Malaya Faculty of Engineering, they have a Huawei ICT Academy there, so the certification process is free, right? But in some condition, right? In some condition, I will explain to you a little bit more after this. But before that, you must first, all of you must register in Huawei Portal Academy, Huawei Academy Portal. Okay, if you are the Academy Portal consists of all the resource content on HCIA syllabus, all the syllabus that related to the certification exam lah. Alright, so I'm assume that all of you have registered to the portal since I have emailed to you the step and so on. Okay, so may I know, is there any one of you still have a problem to register to the academy? Is there any problem? No, right? I think there is some confusion how to get the enroll class and so on, but you can simply just surf around, look onto that portal, okay, until you get the approval from the our admin lah, which is Dr. Efa. If some of you still don't have any approval, please just let me know. Okay. All right. Second thing, this online session, don't expect that I give lecture all of it. Okay. If you look onto your course material, many topics there to be covered. Okay, to be covered. To be honest, actually, to cover all those syllabus, it will take normally 1 semester period, right? 1 semester period, as you have learned in Network Technology Foundation. But since I assume that most of you have taken network, not most of you, all of you must take the Network Technology Foundation at least, so you have the background on those topic. Okay, because most of the topic are the same. Okay, except in the certain part of thing. All right. Later on, I will show you lah. Okay, what is the thing that has been differentiated between Cisco and Huawei, right? So I'm not focusing on to give lecture on all the topic that inside the Huawei. Okay, as long as you know the the resources. Okay, what's the topic that we cover and so on. Okay, you may take the exam. Okay, but before you take your exam, alright, all of you must pass the mock exam. Right? Did any one of you notice about the mock exam in your academic portal? Right? So you realize that mock exam, right? Okay, before you take the exam for the certification, you must pass the mock exam. Right? The mock exam. So the mock exam basically, I think if you have take the Cisco, the Network Technology Foundation in NetaCat, right? Okay, NetaCat, you need to finish all the chapter exam and so on. Before you take the final exam, you have the pre-test, right? Pre-test final exam, right? So simply like that lah. Okay. So basically, before you take the exam, you take the pre-test. So same goes with the HCIA. Okay, you must take the what we call it, the mock exam and pass. You must pass the mock exam. How you take it is up to you lah. Alright. Actually, the mock exam result we will know lah. Dr. Aisyah betul lah, Dr. Aisyah?
Actually, this is first time yang dia buat mock exam ni. Saya pun tak pasti macam mana rupanya lah. Cuma I'm sure they will let us know one way or another because kita ada access to all the student account kan yang dah register.
Okay.
So
the mock exam, how they handle it? Is it open to student when they want to do it, or there will be a specific time for them to finish the mock exam?
Is it from what I understand, it's already open for student to try it out.
Okay.
So
is there any student from engineering?
Yeah.
Is there any student from engineering that have done the mock exam?
None that have reported to me lah.
Okay, alright.
So,
So thank you, Dr. Aisyah. So
we have until the 20, before the 26. That's the last date. Yang student semua kena dah attempt dan dah ada yang kalau yang lulus tu kita boleh bagi nama lah. 26 hari bulan is the last date to give to Huawei.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So bear in your mind, guys. Alright. Please make sure you done your mock exam before 26th of August. So better after this class you straight away do that lah, because I know most of you don't do anything, right? Because we already have an semester break, except for those who go for the internship lah. Alright. So please just straight away try your mock exam, but please make sure you pass the mock exam. Try to look onto the website how to answer the HCIA mock exam and HCIA exam. I think most of you know lah, if you have done yes, 26 August until 26 August. Alright, better 25th lah, last date of
before 26.
Before 26. Better don't do on 26, please. Don't do on 26. Alright. So because our session will ended on 19. No, the real exam will still not determine the date. That is the only planning. Okay, 20. But no. For the answer is no. No exam on 20th of August. Right. So exam we still need to confirm the date. Then we let you know. Don't worry, we let you know maybe week earlier. Alright.
Yeah.
So no exam on 20, but you need to finish the mock exam. Alright. Mock exam, you open it how to do that. Alright.
Okay. Sorry, Dr. Ismail. I've checked my email. ST ada suggest 3 dates lah. Okay. 1st September, 2nd September, and another on the 2nd September, but different time. I've just pasted this on your chat. Okay. So the online registration closing date is on the 25th. Sorry, not 26th. So before the 25th, I need you to finalize your mock exam.
Okay.
Only those who pass can proceed with the final exam. Miss
Okay.
ST told me there's only three attempt. I don't know about 10 attempt.
10 attempt, are you sure yourself? I'm not sure. Okay, make sure you try to make the less than 3 lah.
Yeah.
As mentioned to us is 3, right?
Yeah, ST mentioned to me it's three trials. Then every time you attempt on the MAC exam, I think the question will change lah. So it's not the same if you do the first one, second time, maybe you get different set of question.
Okay, maybe I think in mock exam there is a pass mark, right, for the mock exam, right?
Should be lah, should be.
So don't worry, although the website listed 10 attempt, okay, just try to be safe, do as 3 attempt, because basically the Huawei PIC or Huawei personnel, they will look onto your mock exam. Alright, based on that, they will give a voucher for you, for each of you, to go for the exam, to sit for the exam. So better not do more than 3 attempt lah. Alright, let's say you already passed. Okay, you already passed for the mock exam, but you think that I want to get 100%, then you go for another attempt. I think no need lah. As long as you pass in your mock exam, then you will get your voucher to sit in your exam. Alright? You need to, like I said, once exam pass, that's it. Stop doing that, then we go for the voucher exam. Otherwise, if you fail, let's say your first attempt is fail, then you go for the second attempt. One pass, that's it. But please, not more than 3, Please, not more than 3 attempts. Let's stick on that. Okay, they say there's just not more than 3 attempts, then we follow whatever they say lah, because they do give us the voucher for sit the exam, right? Okay. So please go around, look around onto the academic portal, right? For the obtain voucher and register for the re-exam. Dr. Aisha, so for the date, can student choose the date, or we stick on the one date and everyone must stick on that date?
Because each sitting ada only maximum 30 students.
Okay.
So they will monitor the student. So they only allow 30 at one time. So if there are more than 30, we have to go for 2-3 groups macam tu lah.
So macam mana?
So I assume we can open maybe ikut lah how many preferring first and second or second and second. Macam mana we still need 2 groups looking at the number of students yang dah register. So we can ask them to pick the slot lah. We open some Google form or Google Excel for you to fill up your slots lah.
Alright. Okay. So I think maybe after Wednesday, after maybe end of this week lah, our academy instructor, Dr. Aisha and Dr. Efa, we provide you maybe some Google spreadsheet or link for you to choose the date and along with your pass mark, right? Along your pass grade lah for your mock test. So
yeah,
am I correct, right, Dr. Aisha?
Yes.
So please select the date. Once you pass the exam, you just select the date and give your information, either you pass or not lah. So select the date once you pass your mock exam. Don't just select the date before you do your mock exam.
Yes. We need you to pass first.
Mock exam first. Okay. I think Dr. Efa can verify either you pass or not for your mock exam. So make sure you pass your mock exam first, then put your name into the list that we will provide to you later on lah. Right? Okay. Any question from you guys? May I know the syllabus only including routing and switching course? What do you mean routing and switching course? Okay, the syllabus for HCIA is for the HCIA. Everything in HCIA module. Okay, in Huawei they have 3 levels: HCIA, HCIP, and HCIA. Okay, basically HCIA, when you enroll to this course registration, all the course content, all the topic will be covered in HCIA exam. Alright, so not just routing and switching course. Maybe in Cisco they say routing and switching and part, right? Oh, HCIA have 5G. Oh, okay. That one. Alright, so it's for that is routing and switching. Alright. I thought that you think HCIA 5G cloud and so on, right? Okay. Okay, so it's covered in routing and switching. Whatever that you register in your course, okay, you register in routing and switching, right? Am I correct? Right. So there's a lot of topic, right? Yeah. So only that, only the topic that covered in your registration academy. No, in registration course in your academy portal. Right. If you not register for cloud, there is no cloud on that on HCIA. Same goes with the 5G and so on. Online final exam. What do you mean online final exam? No. Before you take the final exam, you must enroll. You must pass your mock exam. Vincent, did you have any experience for NetaCap? For when you doing your NetaCap, you finish your final exam, right? Before the final exam, you have a pre-test, right? So the mock exam you must finish first. In your portal academy, there is a mock exam there. All right, do that first. Once you pass, you select the date. Okay, you select the date. The date we will provide to you later on, end of this week. All right, but please pass the mock exam first. Once you pass the mock exam, Huawei personnel will provide you a voucher for you to allow you to sit the exam. Right, because the exam, as I say, is a paid exam. Right, I think it's around 115 USD, 150 USD, it's like that lah. Right, but you as a student under the Huawei ICT Academy will get a voucher to set an exam for free. Okay, but you must attend some course lah, like this, attend some course and then do the mock exam and then you can sit for the exam. Right? Okay, any question? Alright. So the exam only like is an online exam. Yes, Huawei provide 2 PDF file. Yes, entry level itu both must be covered. Then what's covered in the video series? What do you mean the video series? Entry level and intermediate level. Okay, both are covered. Okay, I think both are covered. They have topic, right? They have topic on entry and intermediate. Okay, entry I think in the transmission media, IP addressing, transport layer, address social protocol and internet and so on lah. Alright, so the 12-hour video series by Huawei Sasa. Yeah, if you want to look onto the video series, okay, I cannot say exactly which one you need to follow. Right? So exactly the topic that cover in the Huawei HCIA routing and switching, that one will be covered in HCIA. Right? So all the topics, I assume, that's why I say, okay, the best for you if you are already take network technology foundation and advanced networking. Okay, if you take both of them and you got a good marks for both of them, should be not a problem for you to pass this exam. Alright, but if you only take network technology foundation, alright, so you need to learn a little bit more on certain thing, a certain part, especially on the advanced routing and switching part lah. Alright, in the intermediate level materials, you can look onto that. Okay, but I will give you a brief. Like I said, I will not teach you a complete session for Huawei HCIA. That's why I'm telling you, you must have the background before you take this course. Alright, for those who did not past already did not take the network foundation, at least network foundation, I will not allow you to take the exam. Okay, because you need we call it full background on this topic lah. Okay, so basically those topic cover in Huawei also cover in Cisco lah. Okay, that's the thing. Alright, so should not be a problem for you to get the HCIA. Right. Okay, so yes, the video is just a guide. Okay, it's not like someone who give a lecture and so on. But if you want to see the video also, it's okay. But don't think that once you follow the video you can pass. No. All right, but you need to have more I mean that kita panggil apa, more commitment lah. Okay, effort. You need to put a little bit more effort. Okay, that's why I put this course after you finish all your exam. After you finish, after you have know that you have known your result, everything, right? Is there any student take a short SEM? No, right? I assume that no one of you take a short SEM. Okay, most of you I know that already passed your exam, and most of you, all of you have already know what's your result, right? So that's why your head is empty, not much to think and so on, right? And you can take this course, okay, and have a little bit effort to do more, more study and a little bit research lah, okay, on this HCIA. Alright, okay, alright. Next is about the simulator, okay, ENSP. Alright, the simulator. Alright, HCIA for exam, I don't think they will question you specifically on ENSP. Alright, but actually the exam is like the Cisco lah. Okay, if there is a scenario on this thing, okay, how you configure and so on, okay, yeah. All about action content and the study material can be obtained from here. From where? What do you mean? From the academic portal? Yes, of course. Okay, academic portal, you will get all the that from the portal. Hold on. Okay, so for the ENSP, right? For the ENSP, there is no specific exam for you to do the ENSP what you call it, ENSP simulator lah, right? So but I will show you tomorrow, right? Because today my machine is not working, so I need to go to my office and do all the because my laptop cannot, you know lah, last time I have problem with my machine, so I still in the process to rectify the problem, but currently I'm using my old machine, so those ENSP got a lot of problem in this machine, it's very slow and so on lah. Okay, but tomorrow I will show you how to I will show you, and then we will look onto how to get used with the ENSP. Trust me, I think most of you have installed the ENSP, am I correct? Except the engineering student. Because to be honest, if you already get used with the packet tracer, you should not have a problem to use the ENSP. Okay? Right? So the simulator tools I will explain to you tomorrow lah. Alright, how to start with the simulation and so on lah. Right? So any question regarding the online course and exam, anything lah? Any question? Is there any question? Is NSP required to download? What you mean required to download? Yeah, you need to download the software first. I think from the academic portal, you can have the ENSP download. Am I correct? Who here has already installed? I think most of you installed, already installed the NSP, right? Okay. No longer? No longer?
Dia dah tak support lah dia. Tapi it's available from third party lah.
Oh really? Maksudnya ENSP ni dah Huawei dah tak guna lah?
Mungkin dia nak renew. So ada payment, mungkin ada, tak tahulah kenapa, tapi memang ST cakap dah Huawei is not available on Huawei punya portal. And then some of the students have found it elsewhere, so we posted on our link, our group lah.
Okay.
So nanti kalau I jumpa the link, I put it here lah. I think some of you have already downloaded it. Yes.
Yeah, that thing I'm not
sure why it's no longer, but dia punya license dah habis lah, so that's why Huawei tak letak lagi kat situ.
So that's why I say in HCIA exam, ENSP is not part of the exam. Okay, ENSP is not part of the exam. The only part of the exam is just how to configure in certain part, how to troubleshoot on certain thing and this one. But exactly the ENSP, like if you see in our Cisco, right, there is a question that link with the packet tracer, right? When you click on the question, you must have the packet tracer. That one is not been done in HCIA lah. Kita tak ada dalam HCIA macam tu. Alright, just a question that maybe certain part of the configuration. But tomorrow I will yes. So for you to be exposed with the how Huawei punya configuration lah. Okay? Okay? Boleh? Okay, any question? Is there any question? System. Okay, so let's start with our, if there is no question, let's start with the introduction. Okay, did anyone see my slide? Slide ni. Can anyone see my slide? Yes, Okay. Alright. Okay. So first topic, okay, before we go, I think there is an introduction in the first module and first module 0, module 1. Okay, all those modules, I assume that you already know lah. You already know on those topic, IP addressing, control message protocol and so on. Okay, that's all the basic fundamental for you guys as a if you already take network technology foundation. And for multimedia student, data communication and networking, right? So if you, I assume that you already know lah on those topic, Okay, so if you want to have revision on that, please look onto that. Okay, and please remember, IP addressing process the same. How to do IP addressing is still the same. If you learn Cisco, if you learn all those vendor or all those provider, and so there's no different. Okay, and also there is a question also in HCIA. You must expect that question regarding on the IP addressing also. Okay, don't forget about that. Alright, VRP. What is VRP, guys? It's a versatile routing platform. You know, right? VRP. For those who have already taken Cisco, you must know VRP. It's versatile routing platform. Okay, so what is a function for the VRP? Okay, so VRP is a platform for any we call it manufacturer to put operating system that runs on the network devices such as router and switches. Yes, Dr. Noaisha, IP addressing is very important because it always comes up in the exam. Trust me, the questions is just like the question that we provide to you. Okay, let's say the host is this one, the network address is this one. So what is the broadcast address? What is the network address? What is the first usable address? What is the last usable address? And so on. You can expect that kind of question. Okay, so make sure you remember on that. Okay, right. So VRP, okay, is an OS for any manufacturer. For any manufacturer to run the networking devices such as routers and switches. Okay, so Huawei also have the operating system. Okay, so VRP for Huawei plays a major important role lah. Okay, for them to run the switches and routers on Huawei devices. Okay, so as more and more in the form of who says that. Okay, so this is the introduction, right? So upon completion of this session, okay, you will know the switches play in the Ethernet networks, those switches, and then collision and broadcast domain, okay, and general operation of VRP in Huawei product. Okay, so this is application of switching device. Okay, so how the what we call it? Asal tak keluar? Can you see my? Hold on, okay. Did you see my slide changing or not? No ah. Ayo, sekejap. Like I said, my laptop is really old. Hold on lah. Somehow it jammed. Ini, aduh. Ada lagi student masuk. There's one student just get in. So if you already lost the introduction from me lah. You can ask from your friend. Please ask from your friend regarding all the exam and so on. Okay, jap. Ini. Okay. Right. So this is how the application of switching devices lah. Alright. So switch generate multiple collision domain. Right. So this is between the switches of the communication lah. Right. Then the application of the routing devices. Okay. What is the purpose of the routing? Basically, to device such as router generate broadcast domain lah. It's a gateway. Okay, it's a gateway between the two network punya area lah. Right. So for the two network to be communicate with each other, they need a router. Okay. So that is the purpose of the routing devices. So most of the HCIA, I think in the HCIA routing and switching, the device that only related with the exam and through all the syllabus is router and switch only, not more than that. Okay. Okay, VRP. So VRP is the platform on which many Huawei products operate. Okay, routing, switching, security, okay, wireless LAN, unified management, right? So VRP is a platform that runs all the devices for all these purposes, and then make these devices communicate with each other, right? So there is a version for VRP. Okay, VRP1, which is from 1998 to 2001. Okay, VRP2, 1999 to 2001. Okay, VRP3, 2000 to 2004, and currently being used is VRP5. Okay, VRP5 and VRP8. Okay, depend on the device, but most of the device they are using VRP5. Okay, there is no VRP4, and I think most of you know lah why VRP4 is not there. Okay, so VRP8, okay, also being used, but most of the devices are using VRP5. Okay, so this is example of one router and one switches lah. Okay, the first one is the common router AR2200. Same, they have a main thing, the main two component, they must have USB and a console port. Okay, you guys must know what are the purpose of the console port. Okay, so if you do not know what is the console port, I think you are in the wrong class. Alright. Okay, so and also the switch of 5700, okay, switches, the switch, and also they have a switch of the console port there lah, right? So basically we are using the console port to do the configuration, okay, to do connectivity between the configuration platform and then the devices, okay. So device access via the console, okay. So same, I think most of you know, not most of you, all of you must know about this. A physical connection is established between the COM port in the your PC lah, or your host, your devices, okay. So between the host, right, and then connected to the console interface, of the router or switch, for the host communicate with the router or switch, right, using the console cable, okay. Same, the console cable also same, right, not what I mean by same, if you already take the Cisco, you must know all these things lah, okay. Same. Also console access setup procedure same also with the you can use party, okay, or use the country properties, okay, to connect it to the devices. Alright, so then configure login password and so on lah. That one is a configuration that you already know lah, okay, when you want to access the devices. And also you can access the router via mini USB, okay, mini USB interface of the router. Also you can access the mini USB of the router, okay. Instead of the console cable, you can also access with the mini USB, okay. And then you need to do some installation lah, okay, for the drivers for the USB connection, okay, for your host to recognize the interface of the router or switches, okay. And then same with the console mini USB, you need to access the devices, same interface, okay. So this is just the basic, okay, just a brief introduction about the Huawei device in terms of the OS, what are the OS used and the interface that you use for communicate with the devices. Alright, which version of VRP are currently supported by Huawei product? 1, 2, 3, 5 and 8. Okay, I'm not sure because this one is the last, is if you look onto my slide is 2016. If you look onto the new one, maybe there's changes on that. Okay, for the introduction, I'm not. If you want to look more, I think you can go to the academy portal lah. Alright. Okay. There's still student access. Okay. Alright, let's go second part. Okay, navigating the command line interface. Alright, navigating the command line interface. Okay, as I mentioned to you, okay, all the theories, all the fundamentals, you already know. You are supposed to already know that. Okay, so the only thing you need to be explained or to be exposed of new thing is the CLI, command line interface. A little bit of perspective changing when you do for your Huawei, alright. But the concept, everything is just similar lah, right? Because the concept cannot be different, right? It cannot be different. Only the technology is the different. Okay. So implementation of Huawei devices is an enterprise network lah. Okay. So enterprise network requires a level of knowledge, ability in the navigation of the VRP command. Okay. So this principle, line architecture is therefore introduced as part of this section along with the navigation. So for you to understand how to configure the Huawei devices on switches and routers. Okay. So by having this knowledge, then you will know how to configure all those things. Okay. So once you complete this topic, you can navigate the VRP command line interface. Okay, VRP command line interface. And then you can configure the basic VRP system setting and also perform the basic VRP interface configuration and management. Okay, we will look into later on. Okay. So when you start a device, any devices of Huawei, you will have a boot process. We call booting process. You see here the BIOS creation, all the already been put, been set, been set up in the devices. Okay, so do you want to stop autoconfig? Same, yes. You don't want. If you go previously on Huawei, not Huawei, in Cisco, I think they said, do you want to proceed with the autoconfig? No, right? But this one, do you want to stop autoconfig? Yes. If you put no, then your device will automatic configuration or will proceed with the automatic configuration with the automatic configuration that been put as a default lah. If you put yes, then it will stop, then you can start configure the device straight away. Okay. Okay. So CLI command line views. Okay. So you have 4 different command line views. Okay. First the user view. Then the system view, interface view, and protocol view. Okay. So let's say first when you go boot up your system, you're already in the system view. Okay. So when you enter the system, okay, let's say kalau kita dekat dekat Cisco, you enable it. Then enable, you go for the system view. Okay. Once you go to the configure, then you go to the system. Sorry, when you go for the enable, you go for the interface view, system view. Then you go for the interface, specific interface. Then it's an interface view. In the interface, you can go for further protocol view. Configure most of the routing protocol parameters. In interface, you are configure interface parameters. And in system, you set the system parameter of the devices. Okay. Okay, this is CLI function, short command. Okay. Control A, you can move the cursor at the beginning of the current line. Control C, you want to stop performing. Stop performing current function. And also Control Z returns to the user view. And Control plus, open bracket, stop incoming connection or redirect the connection. This is all the, we call it, short key lah, short keyword. Hold on. Okay, sorry for interrupting. Okay. Alright. Okay, backspace, delete the character of the left. I think most of you know lah about this CLI function. Move the cursor, single character. Okay, tab, complete any incomplete network. Okay, complete any incomplete keyword that is entered. For example, enter. Then you put tab, automatic interface. As I think this one you already know lah during your packet tracer punya software. Okay. CLI help feature same. Okay, put the question mark there. You just put question mark there. The question mark, so all the CLI that available. For example, here D have the DNS, DHCP, diagnose, and so on lah. Okay, so this is the we call it help punya function lah. Same with the Cisco punya part juga. Okay, alright. So CLI basic device setup. Okay, sysname. Okay, alright. This is a thing, basic thing that you need to know. Okay, so first you want to do the system view. Okay, system view. If Cisco you put enable, right? Then yeah, enable then enable configure terminal lah. Those things lah. Okay, so you must put the system view. Then to change the device name is a sysname instead of host name, a sysname. Sysname RTA. Okay, the name of the router. Okay, R1, R2, and so on lah. Okay. So the system should be assigned to uniquely identify each device. So that is the professional thing lah. Okay. By default, they will put there Huawei. Okay, Huawei. So if you must change the name as a basic configuration lah. Okay. Same clock. Okay, in the system view. User view. You can change the clock, time zone. Clock time zone at 8 hours. Okay, clock time zone at 8 hours. Then clock date time, what is your date time? And you can display clock. Okay, for those who already installed the ENSP, you can try this CLI. Okay, how it do. Okay, I try to share. How I want to share? Some of the example of ENSP training, not ENSP training, ENSP 5 that you can do it. Okay, but I try to figure out. Don't worry, I try to how to share because a lot of students here. Don't worry, I try to email for you maybe 2 or 3 files that already have the topology. And then you can play around with the switches, routers, and so on. Even though now you can just drag the router and switch, select the router AR2200 and the switches 5700. Please select the switches that don't have router in there. Okay, there is one devices that has 2 capabilities, switches and router also. Just try to get a switch and router separately lah. Okay, for this time being. Okay, alright. CLI header message. Okay, how to do the what? Header message is like banner of the day, right? Not banner of the day. Banner. Message of the day. Okay. Okay. You can just sorry, minum air sikit. You can put Huawei login information and then welcome to Huawei and then share information. Please don't reboot the device. Okay. Then when you reboot your device, you open your device, you will see this message. Welcome to Huawei certification, login authentication, and so on lah. before you can enter the system view, user view, right? Okay. So, and also you can put the command privilege, for each user. Alright. So first, command level 0. Okay, command privilege, level 3, view user, save. Okay, meaning that you put the level to manage the user access to the command. Alright, let's say there's a one user you create, then you put the privilege level of this user. Okay, so basically user level they have 0, 1, 2 and 3 to 15. Okay, so 3 to 15 is command level 0 to 1, 2 and 3 lah, which is the management level. Okay, usually we put until 2 lah, okay, for until the configuration level. Okay, so CLI user interface, okay, VTI is for the telnet, right? So can be extended to range 0 to 14 for additional telnet user condition. Basically, we put 0 to 4 lah, okay, until 4 user. Okay, so we configure as a telnet. You want to access remotely for the devices. Basically, console is 0 lah, okay, 0. And then CLI terminal attribute. Okay, you can put the timeout, either timeout. If there is nothing activity on the devices, okay, already they will log out lah. Okay, so you can put interface console 0, history command max size 20. Okay, and then command max 20, so the timeout duration will be 1 minute and 30 seconds. So either timeout is 1:30. Okay. Alright. This one is CLI interface permission. Okay. You can put the, okay, for example, you already create a VTY 0. VTY 0 for the console. Not the telnet. This is for the console. Okay, for the user access in the console, you put the privilege level 2. Level 2 is what? You can configure configuration level. Okay, so set authentication password cipher Huawei 123 lah. So this is the password lah, basically for you to enter the devices. Okay, so let's say you put for telnet also level 2, right? That one is up to you lah, the network admin. Okay, so this is CLI interface configuration. Okay, you want to configure an IP address of 10.0.12.1/24. Okay, /24 on interface gigabit 0/0/0. Okay, with the loopback interface of 0. Okay, so same. You go to the user view, system view, and then you go to the direct interface gigabit 0/0/0. Then you can put the IP address along with the subnet. Okay, if you go in NSP, okay, I think, alright, for Huawei you can just simply put /24. Okay, /24. You can put straight away like that. Okay, compared to the Cisco, you must put the exactly of the subnet mask, subnet address. Okay, but in Huawei, you can just simply put /24. Okay, for those who already got the already have the NSP, you can look onto there lah. Okay, for example, that one, the IP address for loopback. Okay, 1.1.1.1 /32. Okay, but not slash, that is 32. Okay, if 24, 32, 32. So it will read, if 24 is 255.255.255.0. Okay, you already know about the subnet. So I do not need to explain for you further about the subnet. Okay. Alright. So this is the summary. Okay, this is kind of the question that can be asked. How many users are able to connect via the console interface at any given time? One lah. Okay. One. Mana boleh console ramai-ramai kan? Okay. So, and then what is the state of the loopback interface 0? Okay. And so on. Okay, this is the question that you can expect in the HCIA exam. Alright, but that one is very simple question, right? Okay. So, any question until this? No, Okay, so I have two more slides for introduction in the VRP system. Okay, so VRP operating system also have the image management. Okay, for you to copy any save configuration file into the another devices. Let's say you have 10, 15 switches. Okay, where the configuration actually is the same. Do you need to do all the same step exactly? No, right? Okay, takes time. Okay, waste your time and so on. So what you can do, you can configure in the first devices, and what you can do, you can just simply do the replication of the configuration from another switch to another switch. All right. So you must know have a basic operating system image management. All right. So effective network admin and management within the enterprise network must maintain the backup files. Okay. Also, you must know the backup files. Okay. The purpose of this one to have a backup files in the event of the system failure. Alright. So remote server also remote server that use the file transfer protocol often used to ensure the files are maintained. Okay. For backup and retrieval purposes. Alright. Once you know about this, you know the importance of maintaining up-to-date version of VRP. Okay, establish a client relationship with your FTP server and upgrade VRP using the system image. Okay, for example here, you want to upgrade the VRP image. Okay, so for example here, VRP version 5.9, product this one B200 7C00. Okay, so new version upgrade may sometimes be required to support new features and update the versatile VRP platform. So this is how you must upgrade the VRP image Okay, how to file transfer? Okay, basically file transfer may be used to retrieve the VRP image file as well as backup log and configuration file Okay, usually use the IP network. IP network from the router to the FTP server to get the VRP upgrade. And also, once it save the log file to the FTP server and configuration file. Okay, for the purpose in the future Okay. So file transfer method can be include file transfer protocol and TFFT Okay. Basically, this one use UDP for TFTP. That respectively vary in the transport layer protocol use Okay. This one for the theory you can read more on the what is the FTP and what is the TFTP, what is the UDP. So basically, you must know all those things Okay. So how the VRP upgrade process? Basically, you just go to the system view and then go to internet interface of the port address that goes to the FTP server. Right? just interface gigabit internet 0. If in the topology, they show that 0, 0, 1, and then the IP address of 10.1.1./24 lah. Okay. Then when you already go there, you just put the directory. Go for directory. Okay. So you can delete, put this one where the storage is in liquid or for image or the image file can be removed lah. Basically you delete lah kalau tak boleh, tak muat lah, meaning that inadequate for image transfer. Okay. So just put the FTP 10.1.1.2. Okay. Let's say the FTP is up, then you can go straight away to the FTP server lah. Okay. And get vrp.cc. Okay. So this is the retrieve. You want to retrieve the files from the FTP server in order for you to upgrade the VRP, image VRP. Okay. So single command including the destination IP address is used to retrieve files from the TFTP lah. Okay. This one is the single command. Okay. Why is it? This one, the file of the AR2220. This one is the image file lah. For the router, for the router devices. Okay. Alright. So then boot management process. Okay. You can start up system software vrp.cc. Okay. Then you can see there. Okay. Configure startup system software, what they use. Okay. You can see what the devices use the file to boot. Okay. Here they show AR2220.cc. Okay. The file name lah. Okay. Next startup system software is VRP lah. Okay, vrp.cc. So, meaning that the new one. Okay, the new one. Alright, then once you reboot, then they will boot the vrp.cc. Okay, this one, the new one that will be for the new one, the new image can take effect. Okay, must be restart. Okay, so this is how you configure on the client to establish. That one is how you configure, how to upgrade the operating system for each devices for each Huawei devices. Right? So if you want to know more, you want to get further things on this thing, you can go to the Academy portal and you can look onto that lah. Right? So as long as you know what are the basic setup, the basic command for you to retrieve the image. Okay, basically the step and also same with the Cisco. Okay, as long as the difference is you need to know lah the CLI. Okay. So any question? Okay. No, Yeah. Okay. So, kalau if you look onto the Academy portal, they have quite number of different module in the entry level for HCIA. So there is one module that consists of spanning tree protocol and rapid spanning tree protocol. So I think I assume that most of you must already know lah what is the spanning tree protocol since you already take the Cisco, right? Okay, so actually the theory is same, Only the difference how to initiate the spanning tree protocol in the devices, STP. But I think the command is also same, STP protocol. Okay, so please read more on this thing because the exam somehow the exam will ask you what in the theoretical of the spanning tree protocol. Okay, so make sure you do some revision on this topic. Okay. Okay, last part of the introduction on the Huawei devices is the file system navigation and management. How you want to access the file in the file navigation in the devices, either router or switches. Okay, so file system represent the underlying platform on which Vrp operates. Okay, where system files are stored within the physical storage device. So capability of navigate and manage this file necessary to ensure the effective management for the configuration file. Okay, so VRP software upgrade also and also to ensure the physical device contained with each product and well maintained. Okay, basically this one is continue with the previous one slide Okay, once you complete this thing, you can navigate the device file system. And then you can manipulate the file system file and folders, and you can manage Huawei router and switch store these devices. Could you give me 1 to 2 minutes? 1 to 2 minutes. 1 to 2 minutes. All right, hold on. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So how to viewing the file system in the Huawei devices? Okay. You can change directory. You can view current directory. You can view the content of directory and also view file content. For example, here, okay, you want in the user view, not system view, user view. Once you open up your devices, you already in the user view. You can just simply put directory dir. Okay, dir. Then in your flash memory, they will show index 012. Okay, the file name, the file that available in the devices Okay, you can see that you have src file, which is the attribute drw. D is directory, R is readable, and W is write. I think you can write into that. Okay, drw. That is the attribute that for the directory for the file. Okay, and also private data and one of the configuration file, which is wzbkl.cfg. This is the configuration file. All the configuration file is there. Okay, in the configuration Once you configure your devices, they will save as a CFG file. Okay. You can also manipulate the file system, which is you want to make directory. For those who have already installed ENSP, you can try this. You can try this on your ENSP. Select any devices. Okay, boot your devices and straight away try to go for the CLI. Okay, make directory. Okay, mkdir. You want to make directory test. Okay, then check your directory. There's one new directory which is test. Okay, remove directory also rmdir, the name of the directory. Okay, also you can copy file. copy file, alright, move file and rename file. For example, here you want to rename the test as a Huawei. So rename test Huawei. Then check back directory. Then you can see the test file. The test file has been changed to Huawei. Okay, this one. Alright. And also delete or permanently delete file. Okay. So delete / unreserved. Okay. Delete / unreserved, permanently you delete the file. Okay. So recover the file, you also undelete. Okay. And then you want to permanently clear the recycle bin, you reset the recycle bin. Okay. So this is all the command for the file system in Vrp, Huawei Vrp that you can try on the ENSP. Okay. Just play around with the file system, then you can see how it goes Okay, so basically when you configuration of file management system, when you configure your devices, you configure all these things interface, router, routing, everything. You know that, and in the final step you must save your configuration, because those configuration only stay in the RAM. Okay, only stay in the RAM. That's why when you shut down your devices without you save the configuration, all the configuration will be lost. Okay, that's why you save the configuration. Okay, so when you save the configuration, those configuration will be stored in the memory, which is the flash memory Okay, so the flash memory, once you boot up your devices, it will load into the RAM from the flash memory. So that is how the process of the management system in the Vrp punya OS Okay. So you can also display current configuration. Show run config. Betul tak? Show run. So different with the Huawei, not show but display. Any command we show, you just change to the display. Show current configuration, show IP configuration, show IP route. So all the show you just replace with the display current configuration, display save configuration, okay, and so on, okay. And they will show you the current configuration and save configuration, right? How to save? You just put save, save. Now kalau usually you do copy run start, right? Copy run start. But this one you just put save. That's it. Save. When you save, are you sure to continue? Yes. Okay. So it will automatically save to the designated file Alright. Then you can also show startup, display startup. Kalau you tengok kat sini, display startup, is a configured startup system software. Right? So this is the startup. Next startup system software null. Okay? Because the system software that you are using, that one, AR2220. Unless you want to upgrade your system software, then you can basically just put new value there. Next startup system software. Okay? And also startup save configuration file, vrp cfg, okay, .zip, and also vrp cfg.zip for the next one. Okay? So you will see this is the startup parameters when you do the display startup. Okay? See, as I said, you can change the startup parameters. Okay, how to change it? You just start up save configuration. What? Start up. For example, you want to the save configuration. This one. Okay. So start up save configuration. You say flash Huawei zip. So it will put the next one. This one is the current one. This one is the next one. So when you do this one, okay, flash Huawei zip, we will put the next startup. Meaning that when you do startup after this, it will go for the new configuration file. The previous one, they will automatically remove. Okay, so if you put startup system software, what? Okay, the new one, image, they will put the next startup system software there. Alright? Okay? Okay. Alright? So then you can also compare configuration. Compare configuration. So when you compare configuration, you can see current configuration in each line. Line 36, line 37, and so on. Okay, this is how you want to compare configuration with each line. Okay, you can test in your ENSP. Right? Okay, and also you can reset save configuration. Basically, you want to erase the save configuration file. Your save that already you save, then you want to save those configuration. You just reset save configuration. Then the device will ask you, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Yes. Are you sure? Salah to solve. Are you sure?" So it should be yes. Okay. Then all the configuration will be clear. Right? Okay, in this one, Huawei, they have storage device type. Okay, you want to know what is the version, you just simply display version. Then it will show the SDRAM memory size, the flash memory size, and also the NVRAM memory size. Okay, so basically storage device also can be from the USB, because there has a USB port there. Then you can select the file from USB directly. Okay, right? So you want to erase the storage device. Okay, you just format flash. Format flash. So all will be deleted lah. So another one is format SDL. So all the configuration on SDL will be lost lah. Okay, either you from flash or SDL lah. Okay. This one is to fix the storage device. Okay, fix the storage device. You want to like fix this lah. You know, right? Fix this. Okay, so bad cluster. That one, I think you already know if you do fix this on the Windows software lah. Okay. So save. Sorry. Okay. Alright. Then okay. So what does the D in the DRWX attribute of the file system represent? Okay. So I think D is directory. Right? D is directory. Hold on a sec. Hold on a second. That one I forgot. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's what? Yeah, so D is the directory. Okay, basically D is the directory lah. Okay, R is for I think read, W is for read, return, and X is for execute. Okay, X is for execute. Right? You can find in the academic portal lah if you want for further thing. Right? Alright, so I already covered in the introduction for you to know what is the differentiate between the Cisco and Huawei. Alright, so I hope that most of you got already have a slight view on how Huawei process lah. Basically, kalau if you look onto detail, the structure and the process is quite similar. Okay, the only thing you need to change is the perspective, how you want to change your perspective in the Huawei device. But tomorrow I will show you some of the module, some of the function from that unique with the Huawei. Okay, especially in routing and switching lah. Okay, then and also we do some training on ENSP for you to get used how to do the configuration in Huawei devices. Okay, so for now I think that's it for today. Right, please look onto your academic portal, all the topic that have been given for you. Okay, if you already know all the knowledge, for example, you have taken the network foundation and advanced network, okay, I think you can straight away take the mock exam, but you must know a little bit on the what you call it, the Huawei function, especially on the mode access for the trunking mode, trunking mode access and hybrid. Huawei they have the hybrid function lah. Okay, for you to know lah. Okay, but don't worry, tomorrow I will brief you onto that. Okay, so please look onto your academic portal. Okay, all the topic that covered, and especially the IP address. Please don't forget how to do the IP address. Okay, because those questions you cannot avoid. Right? Question on IP address, there will be question on that. Okay. And also I can see here there is some example question that been forward by Dr. Aisyah. Some exam outline or question library, you can look onto that lah. Okay, this question is some sort of the question lah that we asked by Huawei. Okay, you just need to familiar with it, right? But don't expect exactly like that. Don't expect that exactly like that. Okay, because previously it's HCIA, but now it's HCIA. But I think the content is still the same lah, right? Okay, so I think that's it for today. Is there any question regarding today's session? Okay, any question, class? You can just simply message to me in the chat room. No, Dr. Aisyah, do we need to collect the attendance? Hello, Dr. Aisyah. Oh, never mind lah. Dr. Aisyah is not here. Okay, never mind. Okay, but how I want to collect attendance get used to this one lah. Okay, attendance. Don't get this. Okay, how about to collect the attendance? Okay, never mind lah. Alright. I assume that everyone is here. That's why I need to confirm with Dr. Aisyah and Dr. Efa how many of you that have registered with the academic portal, because last time in the Google form, I think around 74 students, but once I open this for this session, only 54 here, 50, not more than 60 lah, not more than 60 students that enroll in this class. So I need to confirm back how many students that enroll into this class, and I need to report back to my department lah. Okay, alright. I think that's it for today. Any question, guys? No. If you don't have any question, I think we can you can dismiss. Okay, I see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Okay. Alright. Okay, I think that's it for today. Thank you very much. I see you tomorrow.